dream never dies. All right, all right. I love that song. I love it, I do. Yes, I do. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Well, I'm going to show you what I do. It's up to you to decide whether or not it actually makes sense. It's a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week strategy created for a 9-year-old. Sorry. When my daughter was 9 years old back in 2008, she said to me one day, "Daddy, can you teach me?" So, how do you teach a 9-year-old? Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. Well, 5 simple rules. Here we go. 5 simple rules. Are you ready? Rule number 1. Never, ever buy anything you do not want to hold long term. If you don't understand it, do not buy it. It's actually that easy. If you don't understand who the company is, if you don't understand what they do, if you don't think it's a good fit for your investment strategy, don't buy it. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule number 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. Rule 4, weekly options only. And then rule number 5, make sure the numbers work. All that being said, buckle up, buttercup. We're going to get ready to roll. You are going to ask me about stocks, and I'm going to take a look at them. I'm going to give you my opinion based on where I'm coming from. So you got to understand where I'm coming from first before you even think of hanging around. Because if you're looking to retire quickly, make a whole bunch of money overnight, you're in the wrong place. I don't do that. What I do is slow, boring, monotonous, repetitive. It's the same stocks over and over and over again. And I'm only looking for 1%. I know 1%, yeah, you want to retire. So do I, Edwin. 1% is not a lot. But 5 to 10 minutes a day for 1% of your portfolio, that's an hour a week. Depending on how much is in your portfolio, that could add up pretty quickly. Now, I know for me, 1% every week takes care of all my bills. But hey, I'm retired. I'm 62. I don't have a lot of bills. And I live very comfortably. So it's not that I need anything. All right, you want to retire now, Edwin? We'll talk about it. Seriously. You got to let me know some of the details, Edwin, before I give you my opinion. All right, so that being said, let's say who is in the house tonight. Hi, hello, all that fun. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, I didn't send out my invites. That's not a good thing. Come on. All righty, audience. Email. Link. Paste. Send. And there it is. All right, that works. Back to where we were. Okay, as you were saying, I was trying to figure out why nobody's on that channel over there, and I was like, oh, I didn't send out the invites, which had the link to it. All right, so that being said, let's move over to there, the chats. That's fine. That's good. That's good. Who we have down here? Andrew! What's happening, Andrew? Nice to see you. Troy, nice to see you there, Mr. Troy. Who do we have over here? Over here. Dr. Evans, nice to see you. Marcel, Sweet Den, A1, what's going on? Kenny, Christopher. G, what's happening? G, Dunny, what's happening? Dunny Dupree, Jarrett, Joe, Michael, Landon, happy hump day. Woohoo. David D, what's going on? Rebecca, Yogi, Brian Nelson. Nice. Edwin, DFS. Okay, first one on the list, DFS. Now, I have no idea who DFS is, and DFSN. All right. Well, I did put it in right, DFSN. Edwin, I'm terribly sorry, dude, but DSFN is coming up as no options, and they can't even find out who the hell that is. So it would appear that it's not an American stock. Because if it was, it would pop up. All right. Insights by Sherry. What's happening? Insights by Sherry. HC Vibes, Prince, Focus, Secos. Okay. All right. GD, what's happening? Razul, Vibart, Shahana. Is that right? Shahana? Nice name. Shahana Pereira. Cool name. Cade. Endless River. Interesting. Ambiguous. Con First. Michael. Alley Cat. Gerald Smith. Calibri. Kels. Corey. Kenny G. What's happening, Kenny G? Donnie. Scent Expire. TK Scent Expire. Okay. Danny MN. Greg Kelly. Kel K. Okay. Super. Go Brandon. Okay. Craig Levi's. L Mew. All right. Ronald. Mark. Ryan. What's happening, Ryan? Nice to see you. Nelson. Jamie. Coach Warriors. AD. Kingdom of Pugs. All right. Guitar Guy. Back again, I see. Fasil Mohammed. Salah. Edwin, you want to retire now? Edwin, give me a buzz. The top left-hand corner, Edwin. You'll see my face up there. Click on that link up there. That will bring you to a little envelope, which is my email address. Email me your phone number. I'll give you a buzz, and you and I can chat how we can get you retired a little bit quicker. Shroley, GD, what's going on? Tony, could you go over the picks from last night to see how they look today based off the strike? Ooh, good question. We'll take a gander. Taxes on dividends, how does that work? Evil, talking about taxes, that's a good name to go with that. Now, Evil, I'm going to tell you what I tell everyone else. Taxes are one of those things that people look at it differently, all right? I look at it as 1895. That the Supreme Court says taxes are unconstitutional. And as far as I know, and nobody's been able to prove to me otherwise, the Supreme Court has never overturned that ruling. Just like Roe v. Wade. Remember Roe v. Wade? Okay, the abortion crap and the adoption shit? Yeah. That had to be overturned by the Supreme Court. Well, the Supreme Court ruled in 1890s that taxes were unconstitutional. And as far as I know, they have never overturned that ruling. So you do taxes the way you want. I always suggest talk to a tax professional or a tax strategist. Not an accountant, not a bookkeeper, not someone who files taxes, a tax strategist. The very first question you need to ask your tax strategist is, how much taxes do you pay? Hi, from the UK, Rebecca. Thank you. Why can't you answer me? Hello? Well, number one, there's no name there. There's just a picture of your face. And the very first thing you said, why can't you answer me? Well, number one, you actually have to ask a question first. But remember, some of the questions are, what do they call it? Monitored, so to speak. So there's certain words you cannot use. So if you use a word that you cannot use here, your question will never even pop up on my screen. So the very first thing I seen from you is, why can't you answer me? Hello. That's the only two things I got from you. Now I got 9 screens in front of me. So I'm live streaming on 13 different platforms. You're not the only one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cameras going, which means I have a whole bunch of people from all parts of the world, and you're not the only dancer on the dance floor. So why can't you answer me is not a good question. You actually got to give me a good question, and then I can probably answer it. What else do we got? Oh, look at that. I got some flowers. Ooh, is that a bar of gold? Cool beans and some candy. Oh, nice. All right, where were we? Okay, you'd like to retire now. I don't blame you. Explain simple dividend stock investing strategy. Ask about your portfolio, blah, blah, blah. Good evening. Could we go over the picks from last night? Yeah, we saw that one. Ryan, I have learned so much from you. Just made my first week's premiums on good quality stocks. Ryan, I love hearing that. I do. All right, what else do we got? Okay, so whoever that is saying hello, why can't you answer me? Actually, got to give me a good question. Charlie, Skitchy, do SPY weekly options? Hell no. Hell no. I'm going to write this down. We're going to take a look at SPY, and I'm going to show you why I don't like SPY. A lot of people like it. Great. Well, let's put it up on the chart, see what it says. SPY. Okay, it helps if I spelled it right. SPY. Kind of hard to spell incorrectly. All right, number one. First off, it's a no right from the get-go. Okay? Look, the high was 2 months ago. Now she's dropping. Let me zoom in for those who can't see it. Okay? This is today. Okay, look, the high's here a couple of weeks ago, and now she's dropping. So no for SPY. But hold on, it actually gets worse. Now we're going to go over to Yahoo Finance and put in some SPY. SPY, which is the spiders. Okay, hold on. All right, for those you don't know, Yahoo Finance is a financial website that I use to look for all the financial information, the dividends, the earnings, corporate shares, earnings per share, book value, market reach, dividends, yield, all that kind of stuff. How many shares, the 52-week high, 52-week, all that information. But the most important information I'm looking for is right here under historical data. Now, historical data is exactly what it sounds like. It's information from the past. Well, how far past you want to go? Well, I want to go back 2 decades. That's 20 years. Because if I'm going to put my money into something, I want to make sure the company's consistently profitable. So, Keith wants to take a look at SPY. All right, so here it is right here. State Street Spider S&P 500 ETF Trust, SPY, also known as the spiders. Now, what I want to look for specifically are the dividends only. Now, let me explain why I want to look at the dividends only. Thank you for that. That was nice. Hold on. Just got to hold tight. All right. The dividends only. Oh, look at this. More flowers. More. Cool. Keep sending me all these gifts. It's very nice of you. Okay. As I was saying, the dividend is a portion of the company's profits, or the ETF, electronically traded fund. It is the profits that they give back to us. So if the fund, the ETF, is consistently profitable year after year after year, they will continue to increase the dividends and continue to increase the profits. So as the profits go up, the dividends increase. As the profits go down, the dividends go down. So I want to look at all the dividends. I want to see, are they increasing? Are they decreasing? What are they doing? Last 20 years, 2 decades. Let's check this out. Okay, sit tight for a second. I'm going to get to these questions in a minute. All right, Keith, you ready? Let's go. We're going to look at 2 decades worth of premiums. Is it consistently profitable? Yes or no? Are the profits increasing or are they decreasing? Let's check this out. All right, let's go all the way back to 2006. Here it is right here. 2006, 51. All right, 51. 55, that's higher. 57 is higher. 79 is higher. 55 is lower. Hold on a second. Okay, right here. All right, higher, 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 lower. Now hold on a second. If the profits are lower, they're actually decreasing the dividends. So if the dividend goes down, the profits go down. That means they're not making money. They're not. All right, here's the thing. Okay, I have never ever met a CEO who said, hey, let's make less money this year than you give. Okay, Justin, what are you complaining about? Thoughts on SpaceX? Hell no. Justin, give up. Really don't care, brother. I don't do SpaceX. I don't do IPOs. They don't have any dividends. They don't have any profits. What's the point? The name of the show is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. SpaceX doesn't have any dividends. SpaceX doesn't have any profits. And SpaceX doesn't even have any products yet. So no. But thank you for playing along. As I was saying, as the profits decrease, so do the dividends. And as the dividends decrease, it's like, no thanks. If I buy at 60 range, you think it's even worse of a buy. Dude, what part of I don't do IPOs you didn't grab? Okay? It just a plain out no. That's no. I don't know how to say it any other way. I don't do IPOs. They have no historical performance behind them. No, no, and no. Back to here. You ready? All right. So higher, 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 lower. Higher, 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 lower. Do you see a pattern there? 3 steps forward, 1 step back. Hold on. Let's look for some more. Okay, 2008. All right. Higher, lower, 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 higher, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, lower, higher, lower. Do you see a pattern here? I said that 2 seconds ago, but that is not going up. That's going down. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 1 step forward, 1 step back. It's not consistently profitable. That's a no, no matter how you look at it. From Kenya, how you doing? All right, so no to SPY. Because I'm going to show you something, okay, so that you know what consistent profits look like. SPY is a no, just no. All right, let's take a look at MSFT. Let's go back 20 years because that's what we're looking for. 2 decades, 20 years. You ready? This is what consistent profitability looks like. For those you don't know, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 23, 27, 32, so on and so forth. Each number should be higher and higher and higher. I've never met a single CEO that looked forward to making less money this year. I want to make less money this year. Who the hell says that? No one. So why are you investing into a company that's not having the same mentality? Consistently being profitable. Just because they want to doesn't mean they're going to. So the dividends actually tell me who's actually increasing their profits. Well, that's what I look at them for. Jay, nice to see you. Justin, what about Meta, Google? They also have dividends. Yeah, Meta has 2 years of Google, wait a minute, 2.5 years of dividends. Cheap bastard couldn't even increase his dividends this year. His dividends this year are the exact same as they were last year. And you cannot tell me that Bonehead didn't make more money. Google, the same thing. They have less than 5 years of dividends. Why would I put my money into a company that only has 5 years of increased profits that they are sharing? Big difference that they are sharing. Now, they've been in business for a while, but they've only recently started paying dividends. Let me show you first, before you get all excited and bent, what consistency of profitability should look like. All right, 20 years ago was 2006, right there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75, 83, 91. each and every year, that number got higher and higher and higher. There's over 350 different companies that do this, consistently making more money, more money, more money. So why are you putting your money into something that's not consistently profitable? I know people like the spiders. I know they like the diamonds. I know like the Russell 2000. I know they like those kind of things. But if it's not consistently profitable, what would you do that? Thoughts on Oracle? Not sure if they do dividends, but do you like the company long term? The graph right now looks like a good buy. Well, I'm going to be okay. So number one, no to SPY. Back to you, Justin. All right, hold on. Sit tight, Justin. Here we come. Hold on, because I'm a-coming. Would you said Oracle? O-R-C-L. Now, we've been following Oracle for a while. Justin, this is what I'm looking for. 5 things. It takes me 2 to 3 seconds to see all 5. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, up, down, what's going on with the company. It's dropping really good, and we've been watching this thing for over a month looking for that new bottom. Okay? All the way back into the beginning of June. The top, drop, 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 drop. Now, we have a bottom yesterday, 1 day up today. Now, we've been seeing that a lot. Okay, last week, bottom 1 up, bottom 2 up, bottom 1 up, bottom 1 up, bottom 1 up, bottom 2 up. Okay, we've seen it a lot. When I find the bottom, which at this moment was yesterday, I want 2 days to the upside, and on the 3rd day I will jump in. Well, right here, I'm going to agree with you. It is a buying opportunity. Once it turns around, it starts going back up. Because we saw it here, and we thought it was going to turn around, but it didn't. It kept dropping. We saw it here, we thought it was going to turn around. It didn't. Here, we thought it was going to turn. Nope, nope, nope. Well, here, maybe. A big, huge question mark. Maybe. I like 2 days to the upside, and on the 3rd day, I will jump in. But you're right. You cannot get any lower than the low of the year, and that was yesterday. And for those of you who want to try to pick bottoms, well, here's your opportunity right there. Pick it. It's close to the bottom. Not saying that it is. But how you choose what you choose is up to you. The way I choose, I want to make sure the company's profitable. I want to make sure they have weekly options. That's my 2 criteria. Just 2. Consistently profitable, at least 2 decades. And weekly options. Okay? I live 1 week at a time. I don't want to get a paycheck once a month, and I don't want to get a paycheck once a quarter. The only way I can get a paycheck every single week is to find something that trades on a weekly basis. Okay? Hope that answered your question, Justin. Who do we have over here? Trish. Nice to see you, Trish. Okay. Daria. Nice to see you. Okay. And Luis Brown, nice to see you too. How you guys doing? All right, what do we have down here? Who do we have down here? Ooh, a lot of guys. Andrew, nice to see you. Justin, do you like Oracle, though, as a company? Absolutely. And the stuff that they do? Absolutely. But, like I said, I like the company, but when she finds the bottom turns up, I'll jump in. May not be this week, it might be next week. It might be the week after. I don't know. Germany Taz says hi. Okay. Justin trades Mojo Code. Thoughts on SpaceX stock? Sorry, dude. I don't do. See, look at this. Another dude named Justin asking me about. No, I don't do that. Oh, why are you ignoring me? Oh, so you're on both YouTube channels. Wait a minute. You're on Instagram and on YouTube? Okay, hey, whatever. Thoughts on SpaceX? No. Nope. It doesn't let me say the name because of YouTube. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. You're welcome. Jay said hi. Dylan, what is a weekly trade? Well, a weekly trade is where I buy on Monday morning and I sell it Friday afternoon. That's a weekly trade. All right, what are the questions we got? New guy here. Should I skip the 401k and invest into stocks that pay dividends? Dude, I'd love to tell you yes, but I know absolutely nothing about you. Seriously. Okay? Now, if you're the kind of guy who wants to throw a bunch of money at something and just walk away and say, all right, let me know in 20 years how it's looking, well, then maybe you should stick to the 401k. But if, I wasn't finished yet, don't be so quick to answer. But if you look at it from a different point of view, okay, I'm 62, I'm retired. The money that I earn, okay, trading 1% every single week, that pays my bills. I get 500, and I think it's like 50. I thought it was $589 a month, but no, they enlightened me that it was $559. I get $559 a month from Social Security. Think about it. How the hell can you live off of $559 a month from Social Security? Yeah, I put in 5 decades. My first job is in 74. Do you buy stock if it's up 3 days in a row? Absolutely. What do I think about Bank of America and Pfizer? We'll take a look at those in a minute. Hold on. I'm answering these questions down here. So the way I look at it, I'm 62. I got 2 choices. And don't think you're special because you ain't. I know your mama told you you're special. Your kids tell you you're special. Even your girlfriend or your wife say, oh, baby, you're so special. No, you ain't special at all. You got 2 choices and only 2 choices. Number 1, learn to invest the money yourself. Or number 2, give up total accountability and give it to someone else. Rick Morales, O Realty, or O is a monthly. That's going to be a no right from the top, but I'll pull it up for you and show you. But no. So that being said, you got 2 choices. Do it yourself or give up accountability and let someone else do it. But in all my experience, I found, and I came to the conclusion that no one has as much interest in your money than you. So why would you give up accountability? Dylan, that's fair. Accountability is a foreign word for most. Yeah, I get that one. But I come from a time frame which we're called what, Gen X's, where we're totally different. So don't try to figure us out because we are just born different. Born different, brought up different. It's just a different world in the 70s and 80s. Seriously, it was. No supervision whatsoever. Okay, my mom had 5 kids by the time she was 25. Dad left. It was mom by herself, 25, raising 5 kids by herself. Yes, I'm 50 this month. Well, great. Are you going to wait the 12 years, retire at 62, or are you going to do the 72, 74 thing? Why? Think about it. If you could retire sooner, why not? Okay, so I have a conversation with a lot of people. I talk to people all day long. I love talking to people and I love helping people out. That's why I'm here doing something, not trying to sell you something. You can look at all my videos. I'm not trying to sell anything. We're all adults. We know how it works. You want to buy something from me? Fine. Go to the website, buy it from there. But not here. I'm not trying to sell anything here. How do you sell shares Friday if you sold the covered calls on them? Brother, sit tight. I'll get to that question. Now remember, I got 9 cameras in front of me, which means I got a lot of questions in front of me. So if I don't get to your question right away, don't think I'm ignoring you. Okay? I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. A little from TikTok, a little from YouTube, a little from Facebook, a little from Zoom, and a little from Instagram. Okay? So I try to break it up a little bit. And I will get to each question before the night's over. So let's see what this guy has to say. Give me a realistic price target for next year for Oracle. Be honest. I'm going to show you something. Because you think there's a magic pill somewhere. A magic button somewhere. Okay? Here's your magic button. The high of the year for Oracle was 342. The low of the year for Oracle was 116. 116 to 342. That's the whole year. So if I say it's going to hit 180 next year, well, that could be very true. If I say it's going to hit 280 next year, that could be true also. What has the stock done historically? Well, historically, look at this. You're going to love this. You ready? It goes down, down, up, 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 down. That's what it does historically. So what is it going to do next year? It's going to do the exact same thing. It's going to go up, it's going to go down. It's going to go up, it's going to go down. That's the best I can give you. Because that's what they do. They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. That's it. That's all. Have a nice day, folks. All right, what do we have here? Big question. Andy! The calendar you have on Thinkorswim is for when the stocks pay their dividends. So you tend to buy stocks as they're ready to receive their dividend, and you have that expiration date after that. Kinda. I'm going to get to that one second. I got another question. What's a good book to start with financial literacy in regards to trading as a retail investor? I'm good on savings. I have no debt. Cool beans, Dylan. The book I liked best was a simple book. It's an easy read written by a cab driver. Who was a cab driver? Wade Cook, called The Wall Street Money Machine. Read that. It'll change your life. The way you look at things. It's crazy. Justin. So that's a good answer. Because it's down, so now it's going to go up. Well, pretty much, yeah. Ryan, Kroger. Oh, I like Kroger. I do. And here's the thing. Kroger was originally not on my list. I didn't get to Kroger until I was peeking over the shoulder of Warren Buffett, because Kroger's on Warren Buffett's list. All right, Kroger, KR. Then we're going to go to the list. Ooh, nice. Take a look at that. Now, every time I look at a chart, it's always the same things. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. I always go by the book. But you don't think that for SpaceX. Why? Because SpaceX is not even 2 months old. That's it. Okay? Kroger has been around for decades. SpaceX has been around for what? A month? Yeah, no. You think SpaceX will keep dropping and stabilize until June? Don't know, don't care. Sorry, Joe. Seriously, don't get me wrong. I love what Elon Musk is doing. I do. Because why can't you just understand it has no historical performance? It's only been around for a couple of weeks. You can't tell where it's going to go because there's nothing to judge it by. I can't look at where was it last year because there is no last year for SpaceX. It's actually that simple. There's only, how much information do we have on SpaceX? SPX? No, not SpaceX. Who has the ticker symbol for SpaceX? Come on, someone's got to have it at the top of their idea. Anyone? SPCE. No, SPCE, that's SPCE. No, that ain't it. SPCE. X hamster? No, SPCX. All right, I was close. SPCX. Okay. $6.15, $6.14. Is that right? $6.12. June 12th. It shot up, came down, went up. Now it's dropping like a rock. That's your information. That's what you want to see. There it is. It went up. Now it went down. There's your SpaceX. It's a month and a half of information. How are you going to make an educated guess with a month and a half of information? It's a serious question. How are you going to make a detailed, in-depth, educated guess on something that's been around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks? 7 weeks. Not 7 years. 7 weeks. There's no possible way you can tell what's going on. I'll buy it at 15. All righty, there you go. You can buy 15. I have stock in the hamster. I have no idea what that means. Okay, so let's go over here where there's some serious people. Okay, go with the picture from last night. Justin, we can know because it's peaked at 200 and now it's going to double digits instead of triple because we know its peak. No, you don't. 7 weeks is, I'm not, Justin, do not get on my bad side. I'll just ignore you. Seriously. It's been here for 7 weeks. There's no possible way you can know what it's going to do next. Anyway, shall we keep on going? Schwen, how you doing? Evil Texas. Yeah, we already did that one. Why can't you answer me? We did that one. SPY, we did that one. Faz, what's happening, Faz? Michael Scannion. Hey, nice to see you. Why weekly instead of monthly? Ah, shit. Michael, I thought you and I talked about this a long time ago. All right, so Michael wants to know why weekly options instead of monthly options. So I'm going to make this relatively quick, Michael. Are you ready? A monthly option. The word itself, monthly. 12 months in a year. Monthly, 12. Means I can trade it 12 times a year. Monthly, 12 times a year. Okay? The name of the show is Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. Did you understand that? I want weekly cash flow, not monthly cash flow. Other than the fact that the numbers just never work in my favor and it's just too difficult to figure out where it's going to be in 30 days. So no, no, and no. Okay? Zach, can you please provide email address? Zach, you're on TikTok right now. If you look at the screen you're on, the top left-hand corner, there's a little picture of me. Click on it. My email address is right there. That's it. Click on it. Send me an email. It's that easy. Justin, I mean, it's air. Went 200 before. Now it's going to go to 60-70 range. Sounds like a good buying opportunity long-term for me. To be honest, just saying. All right, Ryan, I named my Thinkorswim watch list after this show. Oh, thank you there, Ryan. You know what? If you want to make your buying decisions with 7 weeks of information, that's a you thing. I'm 62 years old. I don't have the luxury of messing up, which means every single trade I do has to be calculated to make sure that the odds are in favor of me being right. 7 weeks is not enough information for me. If it's enough information from you, good for you, but not for me. All right, what do we have down here? Shan, what about Nutrien, NTR? Uh-oh. Oh, where are we? Hey, Michael's a dumbass. Thank you, Scott. Hamster. Bring up X-Hamster. Scott, what the hell is X-Hamster? You gotta have to have all right, thoughts on service now. Hold on. I actually have some service now. So sit and chill for a minute. Okay, Michael's a dumbass. Okay, I didn't say that. Someone down here said that. Professor Moderator, I have a 401k at work. How do I become a millionaire in a year? Dude, I know absolutely nothing about you, and that's one of the stupidest questions I've ever heard. Because I know absolutely nothing about you, I have no idea how much money you have in your IRA or your 401k. So if you got $3 million in your 401k, well, congratulations, you're already a millionaire. What do you need me for? So Shania wants to take a look at NTR. Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. Submit feedback. My live does not contain the information you are requesting. I say that all the time. Live restricted for some audiences. Submit feedback. All right, there we go. All right. Why weekly options? We already did that question. Wizzy, Faz. All right. Okay, so here we go. Now you want to take a look at what? Not looking at that one yet. NTR. What is NTR? NTR. Nutrien. Ooh, check that out. Not difficult to see at all. Here we go. Here's the high of the year. Here's the low of the year. Here it was a year ago. Here's where it is now. Sideways, up, down, up. What's that right there? It's bouncing off the 50, off the 60, going up, coming off the 86. She drops $30. Now she's going back up again. 70.59. Well, the 71's going for 40. Well, there's only 2 days left in this week, so let's look at next week and see what that number looks a little bit better. So we get rid of 31. It's only 2 days left. So August 7th. Okay, I can do the 71s. Paying 135, close to 2%, but not quite there yet. So let's take a look at it. If you actually like Nutrien. Look at the nice movement she's got. Okay. Up, down, okay? 1 day up, 2 days up, next day right there. So what do we have for tomorrow? Okay, the 71 for tomorrow. Let's get rid of this. Let's change that. This will be the first one of the night, the 71, there it is. Here we go. Let's read this one out loud to make sure it makes sense. All right, here we go. One covered call of Nutrien, NTR, 7 August. That's next Friday. The $71 call option. Look at the price. The price is $71.18. So if I buy it $71.18, sell it for less than I paid for it, $71, I'm going to walk away with 203. I got to put up $6,800. What does that look like for a rate of return? 203 is the profit. The investment is going to be $6,897 or 3%. Think about it. 3%. What do you think of that one? Shania? Is that right? Shania? Maureen Shania. Okay. Nutrien, 3%. What do you think? Now, I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just saying, you suggested it. I put the numbers in, and the numbers are telling me 3% for 1 week. Ah, crap, missed. Sorry, I had to move to a blank spot on the screen. And there it is right there, blank spot on the screen. Whoops. I should have done this earlier. I apologize. And here we go. There it is right there. All right, there we go. One covered call, Nutrien, NTR, 7 August 26. That's next Friday. The 71 call option, 203 is the profit, 68.97 is the investment. Anytime I want to buy something, I look at it in this way. I'm creating a weekly cash flowing asset. Well, this cash flowing asset is named Nutrien, NTR. I put a couple of $1,000 into it. I hold on to it. Every week it gives me money. This week it's given me $203, or a 3% return for 1 week. Ask yourself the question, do you like Nutrien? Is this a company you feel safe putting your money into? And is 3% return for almost no effort whatsoever work for you? Well, think about it. I asked myself 5 questions. What did I buy? Nutrien. What did I sell? I sold the 71 call option. Where is it right now? Well, it's at 71.11. Where does it look like it's going? It looks like it's going up. What should I do? 5 questions. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? Where's it going? What should I do? I just leave it alone because it's doing exactly what I want it to do. All right, we want to go. Next. What's next? What's next? There's something in the air. What's this? What's this? There's white stuff everywhere. What is... Okay, we're going to do service now in a minute. All right, we just did Nutrien. Hope you like that one, Maureen. CVNA. Carvana. Now, Carvana hasn't been around long enough, and I don't think they have much profits, but I'll take a look at it. Take a look at it. CVRNA. Okay. Is that right? CVNA. CVNA. Interesting. Definitely interesting. If you like Carvana. All right, let's take a look. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. There's a lot of activity. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Oh, look at this. Down, up. It's coming up right there. 66.32. I'm going to say no to this one. And you're not going to like the reason why. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to save this one. Carvana. Now, you know why I'm saying no to Carvana after everything? Look at it. It looks great, doesn't it? Let's zoom in. Look at your last 30 days. 30-day high, 30-day bottom, 1, 2, 3 days up. Look at it. That's definitely going up. So why did I say no? Nobody knows? I said no because this. The last trade of the day, 66.32, 66.32, 66.32, 66.32. Look, right here, 66.32. That's the current price. The last traded price this afternoon. But look at this right here. This is what's called after hours trading. So the after hours trading, 61.53, 61.94. So the market maker is pushing it down. She jumped up. She went from 59 to 69. Right there. 69 is the bottom. 69 was the high today. That's $10. Well, $10 on a $59 stock is close to what, 17% maybe? But think about it. A 17% jump in 1 week? Yeah, profit taking. It's already starting to come down. So no, as much as I like it, and yeah, this looks awesome. It does. But tomorrow morning, after hours markets, has it pulling down. So no. All right, I'm trying to find the next questions. A lot of people just jump in and say hi. Happy Wednesday, thank you. Kareem, nice to see you. Paulo, Zach. Thank you, Zach. Send me that heart and some flowers. Oh, that was sweet of you. First gift they've ever sent. Much appreciated, Zach. Look at this. Freestyle. Send me all kinds of stuff. Look at that. Roses, corn on the cob. What am I going to do with a corn on the cob? But I do thank you for that. That was nice. Keith, this is good info. Thanks. You're welcome there, Mr. Keith. Uh-oh, Cam wants to take a look at K-View. K-View, Mr. Cam. K-V-U-E, K-View. Now, we've had this one a while ago. Ooh, looks nice. Look at that right there. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Down, up, down, up. What's this? Right there. 1979. The 20s are going for 16. Not quite 1%. What else? Look at this. 0, 0, 0. We're going to pass on this one right from the top. I ran into problems with this before. Not just this one. There's a bunch of companies that when you buy them, the out of the money options, 0, 0 is 0. So when the stock goes down, when I say when, look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's what they do. They go up and they go down. So as they're going down, if you're unfortunate enough to hold on to them as they're going down, well, you're only going to collect the dividend. You're not going to be able to collect a decent premium because it's not offering anything. So no. Sorry, Cam. Raymond, nice to see you. Thank you. That was very nice of you. I can't even read the name. 5678. RJ Jorgensen. Thank you there, RJ. That's a no. Uh-oh. Dev, V-O-O. Are you shitting me? V-O-O. Well, I can clearly say no because it's actually dropping. What was that? Another restriction. Appeal submitted. Appeal not approved. That means they won't appeal me anymore. All right. So the reason I'm saying no to VOO, down, up, down, she's coming down right now. So no. I don't buy as they're going down. What I'll do, Dev, is once she comes up to a new bottom, I'll jump in and wait for the turnaround. All right? Brian, thank you for that. Detroit lockout. Okay, nice to see you. Bling, bling. All right, Jeff wants to take a look at Coca-Cola. I actually have some Coca-Cola. It's going bye-bye. Sammy, waste management is a no. Only because waste management is a monthly optionable stock, and I don't do monthlies. Okay, so Coca-Cola. No, I don't buy at the high. That's it. Just no, I don't buy at the high. Look, big, huge gap up. Now it's at the high of the year. I don't buy at the high of the year. It makes no sense. Leonidas, back again. I like that name, Leonidas. Yeah, wants to take a look at Microsoft. There you go. Interesting spot for Microsoft. Let's go over this side. Okay? You got the top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at the motion. Down, up, down, up, down, up. What's going on right there? Let's zoom in. Look at the last 30 days. Does it make sense? I don't know. What do you think? 30-day high, 30-day bottom. She shoots up, pulls back, back up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days up right there. The 390s. But did you see what happened today? Okay, it's still higher than that 30-day from that, what do you call it? The Fibonacci retracement. 30-day high. Now here's your retracement there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is still higher, but it's actually coming down today. So maybe not with Microsoft. Well, let's do Microsoft. The 390s. Let's get rid of this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, yeah. Look at the after hours. Uh-oh, got to prove that I'm human. They give me restrictions and they want me to prove that I'm human. Why can't they make up their minds? Now, the reason why I'm going to say yes to Microsoft, look at the last price, $390. Look at where we are now, after hours, $418. Well, yeah, she's still going up, $418. So let's do the $418, the 420s. Okay, the 420s. I keep changing my mind. But I keep changing my mind because this number keeps changing. Now it's at 419. So the 420 is closer. Okay, one covered call, Microsoft MSFT, 7 August, next Friday. The 420 call option, well, the stock's at 419.37 and climbing. That just makes sense. 689, that's a nice one, but look at this, 41,000. Yeah, as the stock prices get higher, you need to come up with more money. Or I should say, I need to come up with more money. All right, so if my profit is 689 and my investment is 41,311, it comes to a grand total of 1.6%. And I got to put up 41,000. Okay, what's the last stock we looked at? That was less than $6,000 and I'm bringing in 3%. Well, Microsoft is giving me 1.6% and I got to bring up with 41,000. I'm going to save it anyway because it's a yes. There we go. Let me clean up my computer. Get out of that. Get out of that. Go back to that. Go back to this. And let's see what's going on back there. Microsoft. One covered call. Microsoft MSFT. 7 August. That's next Friday. The 420 call option. We're at 419.31 at the moment and rising. You either like Microsoft or you don't like Microsoft. It's one or the other. You either like it or you don't like it. Microsoft is what's called a dividend aristocrat, which means they get 25 years. 25 years increased profits year after year after year. Okay. What did I say? This is 1.6? Oops. 689, 43. 1.6% if you like Microsoft. 1.6. Microsoft. That's 2. We got to come up with 3 more. What do you got? What do you got? Please tell me I still have hope or just sell now, 16,000 loss. All right, 777, not me, 777. I have no idea what you're talking about because you're saying, please tell me I still have hope or just sell now at 16,000 loss. Okay, I never sell anything at a loss. I refuse because rule number 1 is never buy something you do not want to hold long term. That means through the good, through the bad, through the ugly, through the alcoholism, the cheating, the staying out all nights, all that crap. Never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose of the game. It does, it does. How much should I be making as a successful day trader? Rice Krispie, I have no answer to that. I'm not a day trader, so I wouldn't know. I don't do daily trading. It just doesn't make sense to me. But I think I missed some questions. Oh, Sarah. We'll get to that question in a second. All right. Yeah, we looked at that one. Waste management. Okay, Sammy pays. Now, Sammy, I told you waste management was monthly. WM is waste management. Okay, take a look. August, September, October, December, those are months of the year. I don't do monthlies, they just don't work for me. The numbers just ain't there. Anthony, nice to see you, my energy. Pablo, nice to see you. Brian, we'll take a look at Pepsi in a second. Mr. Justin's been waiting for service now. NOW. Now, I do have some because everything just looked good when I bought it. You would think that I'd want to hold on to it long term based on the chart. Take a look. The high of the year, the bottom of the year, where it was, where it is. Look at the motion. Down, up, down, up, down, up. She's actually going up right there. 115.76. Well, at 115s are going for 515s. That's over 4%. And I can tell you this, it's going to be a hell of a lot less money than Microsoft. So let's take a look at ServiceNow. Last 30 days, easy to see. You can see that clearly. Up, down, up. Okay. Me personally, I don't like getting in at 30-day highs, but drop back a little bit and take a look at the last 6 months. Okay? Well, way up here at 190. We dropped down here to 80. Now we're shooting up. Okay? Down, up, down, up. Okay. We could keep on going and stay within the 60-day period. So let's take a look. What does ServiceNow look like for this week? $115 is there. Here's what it sounds like. One covered call, NOW, ServiceNow. 7 August, that's next Friday. The 115 call option. The stock is currently at 115.22. So this is one of those interesting ones where I buy it, sell it for less than I paid for it, and still walk away with a profit. Don't you love that? I buy it, sell it for less than I paid for it, still walk away with a profit. Let's take a look. Calculator, if you please, tell these young folks what we got here. 500 is the profit, divided by 11,000. Grand total of 4.5%. So, one covered call, ServiceNow. Either like the company or you don't. Rule 1, never ever buy anything you do not understand. If you don't want to hold it for the rest of your life and you don't understand it, don't buy it. Simple. Don't buy it. All right, but this one's giving me 4.5%. So I'm going to save this one. Let's clear up my computer. We'll go to the next one. Hope that made sense there, Mr. Justin. All right, disable, get rid of that, get rid of this. Go back to that 4.5%. Let's do this one. ServiceNow, NOW. And there it is. One covered call, NOW, ServiceNow. 7 August 26th, that's next Friday. The 115 call option, buying it for 115.09, selling it for 115, less than I paid for it, still walking away with a profit. I got to put up that much, 4.5% for 1 week. Well, that makes a hell of a lot better than 1%. I can do 4.5% all day, every day of the week, but it doesn't always work that way for me. 4.5 for 1 week. That's number 3. We need 2 more. Come on, come on, come on. Now touch me, baby. Can't you see that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? Why don't you tell? All right, what else do we have? All right, just getting comfortable. What else do we got? Over here. Thank you there, Justin. Ooh, Ryan, Comcast. CMCSA. Ooh, lovely. I'm going to have to get up again. Damn it. Hold on, Ryan. Justin, I got to go soon, please. There you go. Thoughts on ServiceNow? Just did that one. Got that one. Got that one. Bro said he was going to get to it. Big gas. Got it. I already did it. All right. How is it possible I understand? I have no idea what Ion mean. Do you think it is the best software stock out of the others like Workday and others? I honestly couldn't tell you. I have no idea who ServiceNow is, and I don't use their software, so I really couldn't tell you. Sorry. I'm strictly a numbers guy. What does the chart look like? What do the profits look like? Is it the right time to buy? Am I making the right amount of money? Do I like the company enough to put my own money into? Those are the questions I look at. I don't look at whether the product is actually good, which is kind of weird if you think about it. Well, if the company wasn't making money, the product wouldn't be good. That's just an assumption. All right, so Comcast. Top, bottom, is, down, up, down, up. Oh, that's easy to see. 24.61, the 25's 34. Yep, that quick. Wasn't that quick? That was quick. It doesn't take long to see the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Where is it going? That's not that difficult. And then we take a look at the last 30 days. Well, here's the last 30 days. Okay, down, up, down. Here's your bottom. Now she's shooting up. Well, that makes sense. Comcast. Number 4, Comcast. 24.50. There we go. There it is. Let's do this. One covered call, Comcast. 7 August, that's next Friday. The 24.50 call option. Well, the stock's currently at 24.47 and it's still going up. You either like it or you don't. 64 is the profit, 2,300 is the investment. It's a lot less money than 41,000. But let's see what the rate of return is. Calculator, if you would. 64 divided by 23.86 comes to a grand total of 2.7% for 1 week. Now, my original goal is 1% a week. I'm just showing you examples of stocks, and if you like them, do you like them? Do you don't like them? Put your money in, don't put your money in. I can't tell you what to do, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. But the numbers are what the numbers are. What do we come up with? 2.7. All right. And there we go. I'm getting better at that. Let's clean up the computer. We'll come back to that in a second. Clean up, everybody clean up, clean up, clean up. Cleaning up is fun. Cleaning up is fun. Fun for everyone. C-M-C-S-A. Comcast. Let's look at this baby. There it is. Nice. Right there, right there, right there. 1 covered call, CMCSA, that's Comcast. 7 August 26th, that's this, not this Friday, but next Friday. The 24.50 call option. Well, the stock's at 24.44 and it's going up. Either makes sense or it doesn't make sense. You either like the company or you don't like the company. It makes sense? It does? All right. 64 is the profit, 23 is the investment. For a, crap, I forgot what it was. 2.7. 2.7% for 1 week. 2.7. One more to go. Ooh, we're at 9:30. We got a half hour left. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Do you think it's better? No, I already answered that question. All right, Brian, Pepsi. Brian wants to take a look at Pepsi. Not 100% sure how to feel about this one. Okay, from there to there. slowed down today. She gapped up yesterday. Pepsi, Dividend King. What do you think? Let's take a look at the numbers, okay? What do we have over here? We looked at Carvana already. Good book. We already did that one. Wall Street Money Machine. Oh, random walk down Wall Street. Okay. Thanks for looking at it. I saw it rebounding in the third day, so I thought you'd be interested. Thank you very much. Like Shania. Oh, Shania. Okay. Corey, we already looked at Microsoft. Thank you. Shania. Walmart might be another one. Oh, we'll take a look at that one next. Pepsi. I don't know. What do you think? Down, up? Down, up? Can it keep going? Yes or no? Bottom is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days up. Okay. 143.50. The 144 is going for 193. That's a yes. Let's do that one. Yeah. Wait, what does this week look like for Pepsi? 144. Yeah, that's a no. All right, here we go. Get rid of this. Last one of the evening. Covered call. The 143s. Confirm and send. Here we go. One covered call. PEP. Pepsi. 7 August. Next Friday. The 143 call option. Well, the stock's at 143.38, so I'll be selling it for less than I paid for it. But am I walking away with a profit? 225, 14,000. Let's plug it in, see what it looks like. 225 divide 14,000, 75 little ones, gives me a grand total of 1.6%. 1.6. 1.6%. Okay, 1 week. There we go. 1.6%. And then we're going to take a look at some more stuff. We're actually going to open up the phone line, see who wants to call in. We're going to do that next. All right. Here we go. Pepsi. One covered call. Pepsi. 7 August 26th. The 143 call option. 225 is the profit. 14,000 is the investment. Anytime I buy anything, I'm always going into it as if I was going to hold it for the rest of my days. You need to ask yourself the question, do I like the company enough to put my hard-earned money in and never, ever take it out? Well, that's the idea of investing, isn't it? Buy a stock, collect the dividend, hold on to it, and it'll continually pay you year after year after year. But what if we changed it just a tiny bit and got weekly cash flow from it? Well, I can go out and buy a $12,000 vending machine, a Pepsi vending machine, and it will pay me every week. Or I can just buy the stock, put up 14 grand, bring in 225 every week, and the only thing I got to do is look at it for 5 or 10 minutes. What did I buy? I bought Pepsi at 143. What did I sell? I sell the 143 call option. Where is it? Well, it's at 143.12 at the moment. Where does it look like it's going? It looks like it's going up. What should I do? 5 questions. What I buy, what I sell, where is it, where's it going, what should I do? So in this instance here, I'm going to do absolutely nothing because I want to collect that premium from Pepsi every single week. That makes sense to me. I like the company. I like the fact that it has weekly options and it's consistently increasing its profits year after year after year. What did I say it was? 1.7? 1.6. 1.6. 6. That's our 5 for the night. That's it. That's our 5. I'm going to open up the phone lines. Who wants to call in? You ready? 727 543 543 543 9418 9418. The lines are open. Let's see what else we have. Kroger. We already looked at Kroger. Brian. We looked at Kroger already. All right. Derek, how you doing? Derek, nice to see you. Cam, thank you. Nick. Rick Morales, RHP. What the hell is that? Phone call, Lansing, Michigan. Hello. And how are you today? Hello.
Hi, Mr. James. How you doing?
I am wonderful. How are you?
I am doing great. We spoke a few days ago.
Okay.
And I'm still watching you. Everything is great. I love your energy and your knowledge you're sharing.
Thank you.
So, I'm still confused about how to place a cover call. I was wondering if you can show that for us and everyone else who's watching.
I just did 5 of them.
Yep.
Okay.
I keep trying to watch you, but I'm not I place a call, but it's not a covered call. So when I place a call,
all right, wait. To do a covered call, you have to buy the stock first.
Yep, I've done that.
Okay, how many shares do you own?
100.
Okay, 100 is equal to 1 contract. And what stock is it?
Hold on. It's the one that we just went over with.
What, Pepsi? Or ServiceNow? I went over a lot of them. How long do you think this NPR. Isn't that NTR? Oh, Nutrien. NTR. Okay, Nutrien right there. Okay. So what did you buy it at? What was the price you paid for it?
At $70.59.
Okay, $70.59. So the 70 would probably be safer, or 71. Which would you prefer?
I did 71 strike.
71. Okay, so when you took your little cursor and moved it over to here, did you go to 71 strike on the ask or on the bid?
On the bid.
Okay. And when you did that, 8. Okay. Under the bid, it would be right there, and the 71 is going for 135, correct? Right?
Yes.
Okay, when you click on it, does this right here pop up down here at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. Did you read it? And it is in red. It should say single, sell, 1, under quantity, 1, symbol, and TR, okay? Expiration.
Is it 1 or -1?
-1, because you sold 1.
Okay.
Yeah, when you sell, it's -1. When you buy, it's +1. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Next would be the expiration. What expiration date did you put on it?
31st of July.
That's this Friday. The 71 call strike, correct?
Yes.
Okay. It was a call, right? Not a put, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Over here was the price. I don't know what price you got on it. Okay. Okay. Next would be order. Did you do a limit order or a market order?
Market.
Okay. And it didn't fill?
I think it's working. It says working on the status.
Well, right now, it'd be working because the market's not open at the moment and it won't fill until tomorrow. So when I sell an option, I always do a limit order because a market order, you never know what you're going to get filled at. Okay, when I buy a stock, I'll buy it in the market because I want it now, and it allows me to take a look at what am I selling next. But once I already own it, I want to do a limit order, and then I want to do good till cancel, which is GTC, which means it will stay open until I close it. That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. Then you come down here and you hit confirm and send. Okay, then the next window opens up. And then you got to read it out loud to make sure it makes sense. Sell 1 negative, see, sell -1 NTR Nutrien 100, see the weeklies, that's what it says. 7 August 26. That's for next Friday. Well, you did 31 July, which is for this Friday. The 71 call option at the price, limit order, good till cancel. And then it'll give you your break even. It'll give you your max profit. It'll tell you if you're getting a credit or a debit. So you're not part of my morning trading group, so I really can't look over your shoulder while you're doing it. I mean, that's one of the perks of being in the morning show, because then I mentor you and you watch everything that I do. And if you have a question, say, James, can you take a look at this? So you share your screen, I look over your shoulder, I said, all right, press that button, press this button. Does that make sense? I can't tell you what to do, but I can nudge you in a direction and ask you questions. Like, does that make sense? Are you
Yes.
buying? Are you selling?
So, question: what does the illegal negative shares mean down here? You see it where you have it?
I don't own any. See, I don't own the shares, so I can't sell that. And if I do sell it, it would be selling it naked. That's all that means.
I understand why, because I got a message that said prohibit. I can't do it because it's illegal negative shares. So maybe because when I bought it, it has not filled yet. It's still working.
Okay, so here's another idea. Are you approved for option selling, option buying and option selling?
I believe so.
Did they send you a book? It says something like something characteristics of stock options, standardized risks and wait a minute, characteristics and risks of standardized options. It's a book they require you to read, and then you say yes, you agree with everything in there, because options are very risky if you don't understand them. All options expire. When you buy the stock, you own it until you sell it. It never expires unless the company goes bankrupt. But an option is going to expire. There's no option that you can buy that's not going to expire eventually. So you're required to read a book, and you're required to apply to be able to trade options. Now, covered calls and cash secured puts are one of the simplest and safest stock option strategies there are. And you're allowed to do those in your government IRA. But you have to do it right, and you have to be approved to do it. So without seeing what's going on your screen, I really can't tell you why it's not working. But I just walked you through the whole thing.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Yeah. And the reason why it's saying illegal shares for me is I don't own any yet. So okay, so for this account, I'd have to own the shares first before I can actually sell a call against them. But I was just showing you an example, so I don't need to do that.
Now, is the book ebook, or does the book come physically in my mail?
You have your choice. Okay. When I first started trading, they'd mail me the book. And I had 7 accounts, so they mailed me 7 stupid books. But nowadays it's online, so you can just read it, and you have to read one paragraph at a time and click a little box saying that you read it and you understood it. Did you understand what you just read? Yes, I did. So
Oh
read
yeah,
it.
I think I went through that.
Yeah,
Yes.
so make sure you understand the risks involved with options. Well,
I don't, but I'm trying to understand.
well, I told you what the risk is. They all
Yeah.
expire. If you buy an option, it is going to expire at some point. They have expiration dates right there. 31 July, that's this Friday. 7 August, that's next Friday. 14 August, 2 Fridays away. 21 August, 3 Fridays away. 28 August, 4 Fridays away, so on and so forth. They all have an expiration date, and they all have a strike price or an agreed upon number in which you're buying or selling.
Okay. Nope. Thanks for sharing the information. You really cleared up some things again for me. And I am planning on getting in your class or your course.
You know, the nice thing about my course is that you can spend as much money as you want. You want to spend thousands? Fine, spend thousands. You want to spend a couple $100? Fine, spend a couple $100. You want to spend $25? Fine, spend $25. Spend as much as you need to learn what you need to know. That makes sense?
Yes, sir. Yep. I want to make sure I'm very comfortable moving
Yeah.
forward.
And paper trade first. Don't put real money in until you understand the paper trading aspect. And paper trading is almost the exact same. Actually, it is the exact same as regular trading. Let me see.
Yep. I'm doing paper trading right now.
Well, that makes perfect sense. Keep doing that, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. There's going to be a little voice in the back of your head saying, real money, real money, real money. And the better you get at it, the louder that voice is going to get.
Yep. So, yep. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. James. I don't want to take more of your time. You have a great night.
You got it. Have a good
We'll
day.
talk next time.
You got it. Justice! How you doing, Justice? Avery, nice to see you. SoFi. Oh, my God. SoFi, really? All right, hold on. Let's see what else we got. What do we have down here? Oh, Alberta, Canada. Come on down. And how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Who am I speaking with?
This is Nick.
How's it going, Nick?
I'm good. I hope everything goes up.
Everything's...
Your lives are really great. A lot of good information.
Thank you there, Nick. What can I help you out with?
Okay, so I got a question. Let's say you research a good stock, a long-term stock. You've purchased it. You got 100 shares. You sold a covered call. And now during the week, the price of the stock falls. Okay? So at the end of the week, when the option expires, it's out of the money. Nothing to worry about. But now next week, next Monday, I want to sell another covered call on that stock, and the price has fallen below my purchase price. At that point, how do you manage what strike to sell the next covered call so that you still make your 1% a week, but in case you get a strike, you don't want to sell the shares at a loss? How do you manage that?
Okay, hold 1 second. I'm going to give you a live example. Do you know why I'm giving you a live example? Because I actually own Dow right up here at 36. I own Dow at 36, and now it's down to 30. That's a 20% drop. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Something like that. Okay. Do you remember the part where I said in the money, at the money, out of the money on the options?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So at this moment in time, at the money is $30.50. That's where at the money is.
Okay.
Okay, so this week, I sold the 34s. And, well, no, what the fuck is it? Ooh, sorry. No, I think it was the 32s. Yeah, because it was down here. I don't remember, 34s. But as you look at the options, at the money's right here. One strike out of the money is 84 cents. Two strikes out of the money is 62. Three strikes out is 45. Four strikes out is 31. Five strikes out is 19. So I'm still collecting the dividends because I still own the stock. And now I'm picking an option that is 4 strikes out of the money. But the risk here is what happens if the stock jumps up and goes past the 32 or the 33. That's why I look at it every single day and I ask those 5 questions. What did I buy? I bought Dow at 36. What did I sell? I sold the 32s. Where is it right now? It's at 30.45. Where does it look like it's going? Let's zoom in. Okay, up, down. Now it looks like it's going up. Okay, it looks like it's going up. I sold the 32s. Now 32's up there. Can it hit that by Friday? That's the risk. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in at 36, which is way the hell up here. Right now it's at 30, and I sold the 32s. 4 strikes out of the money, because 4 strikes out of the money is still paying me 31 cents a share. Now, 31 cents a share, well, at 30 bucks it's 1%, but at 36 it's not quite 1%, but it's pretty close. So I don't get 1% every single week. But as you've seen this evening, some stocks pay 2%, 3%, 4% for the first week.
Yeah.
Second week, maybe not as much. That's why I like to be out by Friday. Jump in on Monday, be out by Friday, because the first week you're always getting the maximum amount of premium. But some companies have really good premiums all the way down. So that's why sometimes there's a bunch of them. Energy Transfer, Hormel, Carvana, all have zeros, 2 and 3 strikes out.
Right.
So it's always
Do
going to...
you count the premium that you receive and use that to adjust your cost basis and then kind of calculate your next covered call strike price?
It sounds logical, but no. Okay, so I'll put it to you this way. If I have $100,000 in my account, 100,000, 1% is going to be $1,000, right? So if I do this trade here, right, it's at 30.70, I'll do the 31s, that's 2%. So if I get a couple of thousand shares of this at the current price, and I sell the 31s, well, I'm picking up 2%. I'm only looking for 1. So let's say I get 2 or 3,000 of this, and I multiply it by 2 or 3,000, that's $600. For 1,000 shares at 31, it's going to pay $620 for 1,000 shares. That's over 2%. I'm only looking to get $1,000.
Yeah.
So rule number 5 is make sure all the numbers work. That's why it's rule number 5. That make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
All righty.
I just started with the covered calls a few weeks back, and I had a couple of good weeks, and now my position is slightly low, and I'm kind of wondering how do I kind of like sell the next week's covered calls always. So.
Yep. No, I hear you. My account is down 50% from January, but I still made 3.1% this week. Okay, so let's say I got $250,000, 250,000. Well, 2,500 would be 1%, but I made over 7,000 this week, which is over 3%. Even though my account is down over 50%, I still made over 3% from my beginning balance, from the beginning of the year. As the stocks drop, I don't lower what my goal is, because my goal is always going to be 2,500. If I get $250,000, like 250, I want 2,500 every single week. That's how I keep track of it. If I don't make 2,500 this week, where did I go wrong? Double check my numbers, double check my positions. Something didn't add up right. So always double check your numbers. And rule number 1 is always pick something you want to hold on to long term. So if I buy Dow at 30 and it drops down to 3, I'm still not going to sell it. That makes sense?
Right, yeah, makes sense. But
Yeah.
let's say you're approaching a Thursday or Friday and the auction is about to expire and your strike price is below your cost price. Then at that point, would you just roll it over to the next week so that you don't risk selling it?
Let me tell you what I do every morning. Every morning. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? Where does it look like it's going? What should I do? I ask that question every single day on every single position. Now, without having that in front of me to see, it's very challenging to give you the answer. That's like when you call up the mechanic. Yeah, my car's making this clunkety noise. What do you think it is?
Right, I understand.
Okay, so I say this every week. I can't answer the questions of Friday afternoon with the information I possess today. So I'd actually have to see the trade right in front of me. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it? Where's it going? What's my risk? What are my escape clauses, so to speak? What's my exits? Okay, do I roll it into next week? Do I let it expire? Do I just buy it back? Do I sit on it? There's a lot of different things we can do, but we can't answer that question until we have the information in front of us.
Right, understood.
All righty?
All right, I understand. Thank you very much for your time. I will keep following your content.
Well, thank you.
Questions, I'll keep shooting it out to you.
You got it. Have a great day.
You too.
Tony, how can I contact you? Tony, you're on YouTube. Okay, so on YouTube, there is a bio which says, who is this bonehead? What is he all about? And how do I get in touch with him? Okay, so wherever you are, Tony, you go to wherever the bio is on YouTube, and there's a way to send me an email. Do I sell both calls and puts? Yes, I do. Hope you see this one illegal means you are not authorized for level 3 option trading. Thank you. Delray Beach, Florida. Woohoo! Good evening, and how are you today?
Hello?
Hello.
What's up? Hey, the dude on the live?
I think that's me. What do you got? Oh, wait a minute. Who am I speaking with first?
Jason.
Jason. How are you doing today, Jason?
Hey, so basically, I got information about this company, Oracle. So basically, I know it's going to go up, but my friends, they keep on telling me it's going to be a long ride until then. What do you think about that?
About Oracle?
Yep.
Well, Oracle's been dropping for the past 2 months. Eventually, it's going to find the bottom and turn around and go back up again. Now, we have a 30-day bottom yesterday, and today is 1 day to the upside. So is yesterday the actual bottom and it's going to turn around?
I don't think so.
Only time can tell. And we just have to sit and wait and wait and wait. That's all we can do.
Hey, around the 100 point, though, you think it's a pretty solid price, right? Compared to its all-time high, I feel like,
Well,
you just have to.
Well, the high for this year, I believe, is 300. We're sitting at 117 at the moment.
Yeah, that's just crazy. I feel like it's a major discount.
Well, you never know. It could keep going down. Yesterday could be the bottom. We just don't know.
Yeah. Hey, what about, what's it called? The triple Qs is down 25% from its all-time high. You think it's a good buying position right now?
All right. You're relatively new. The reason I know, because you asked me about the triple Qs. The triple Qs are not consistently profitable at all. Go over to Yahoo Finance. Let's put in the triple Qs. QQQ. 2 reasons I don't like the triple Qs. Reason number 1, I'm not paying $600 a share. And then reason number 2, if we go back 20 years, let's take a look. Can you see the screen still?
Oh, shit, I'm not even on the line. I'll just call you.
Okay, hold on. You don't really need to see it. I'll tell you it. 2006, the first dividend was 2.9. The second dividend was 2.6, a 10% drop. The next dividend was 2.3, another 10% drop. Well, that doesn't thrill me at all. But take a look. Okay? Lower, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. There's no consistency to the Qs whatsoever. Just take a look at the profits. Okay? 29. Lower, lower, higher. Lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher. And then you just keep moving up. That's 2008. Look at 2009. Higher, lower, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower.
Yeah, but don't the highs, the lows, like when it goes higher? Yeah, like,
No. Hold on. Okay, the dividend is a portion of the company's profits. So as the company increases their profits, the dividend increases. It's actually that simple. The strategy was created for a 9-year-old. So look at GPC for a second. GPC, all right? 33, 36, 39, 40, 41, 45, 49, 53, 57, 61, 65, 67. I can keep going, but it gets higher and higher and higher every single year. The profit gets higher and higher and higher. And there's only about 350 companies that do that. The Qs is not one of them. Neither is the Spider. Neither is the Diamonds. They're not consistently profitable. That's it. End of story.
damn. So you're saying, what's it called? You don't like any of the DOO, QQQM, none of those ETFs? You think it's just
No. Take a look.
not safe?
I did not say that. Because it's always, see, I'm giving you from my point of view. I'm 62 years old. I can't make mistakes because I don't want to have to go back to work to replace any money that I've lost. So I have to make,
safe play?
I have to make good choices, and I have to make sure where I put my money is safe. So if the Qs go up, down, up, down, up, down, that's inconsistent. No, thank you. GPC increases every single year. Home Depot increases every single year. Lowe's increases every single year. There's 350 companies that consistently increase their profits year after year after year. Why would you?
That's what you're looking for, okay.
Okay, but why would you consciously put your money into a company where if you look at it, you can see the profits dropping? Dropping, increasing, dropping, increasing.
Even though it's an ETF, you can still see that?
Yeah, even though it's an ETF. Because even as an ETF, some ETFs pay a dividend every quarter or every month. Okay, so if they're paying a dividend, the dividend is a portion of the ETF's profits that they give back to the investors. As an investor, you're entitled to a portion of those profits if they pay profits.
Hey, I have another question. The QQQM is the same as the QQQQ, am I right?
No, hold on.
The
QQQ.
M is what I got.
Okay, hold on. We're pulling up QQQM right now. Okay. Invesco NASDAQ 100 ETF QQQM. The issue I have with QQQM is it's only 6 years old. Okay? I'm not even looking at the profits. The very first dividend was December 21st, 2020. Now let's look at the numbers. 20. Lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, 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 lower, 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 higher, higher, lower, 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 higher, higher, lower, lower, higher, higher, higher. Okay, so one, it's only 6 years old. Two, it goes down about the same amount of times it goes up. So did you even look at the profits and the consistency of the profits before you bought it?
Nope. And you think that's a good way of putting things before you invest in something is to look at that? You think that's one of the key things?
Okay, so let me ask you a question because I can hear it in your voice. How old are you?
18.
I was going to say you sound like you're in your 20s, but you're 18. Here's the issue. Dude, you got 40 years to go. You can screw up royally and still be able to make money to retire when you get to that point. So at this point, at 18, if I was 18 again, I would bust my ass. I would have 3 jobs. I'd live on my friend's couch, not pay anything, and just work at a diner so I can get my food for free. Go to the gym so I can shower, shave, work out every day, and cut my bills to a bare minimum. And then put as much as I possibly could into investments so that I can retire in 10 years.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm trying to do. But the main thing is about just finding what the right stuff is. I've heard tons of friends, individual companies, ETFs. I just don't. They're talking about Oracle, SpaceX.
Yeah, I hear that. They're talking about flat. They call them shiny objects. You ever heard that description before?
Like attention grabbing.
Shiny objects, exactly. Something that takes your focus off your goals. If you have a goal to retire in 5 years or 10 years, and that's your goal, anything that takes your mind off of that goal is a shiny object, or they call it a squirrel. Squirrel takes your mind off of your goal. Okay, so number 1, stop buying stupid shit. Number 2, bust your ass because you're 18. You can do so much that I can't do. Not saying that I couldn't do it when I was 18, but at 62, I just can't do what I used to be able to do at 18.
Yeah, I've already made tons of mistakes, dude. Let me tell you, bro. I fucking got into the trap of sports betting, man. I'm down fucking bands, bro.
Yep,
I need
well,
to start doing something, man. Like
stop.
investing, choosing some safe picks, man. Dude, it's like, bro. Busting my ass doing a fucking buster.
Okay, now I got a silly question for you. You said you lost money sports betting, right?
Yep, big time.
You ever hear of a no-loss trade?
Nope.
Yeah, of course not. A no-loss trade is you can take a basketball game, let's say the Celtics against the Bulls. You can bet on both of them to win, and you could still win. It's called a no-loss trade, and you can make about 10% per month if you know how to do it and you know how to do it right. But that's not consistent. When I'm talking about consistency, I'm talking about companies that have been in business for over 100 years and create products that we use every single day. Toothbrushes, toothpaste, hairbrushes, dish soap, laundry detergent, plastic bags, paper bags, crap like that. Stuff people are always going to buy. You got Procter and Gamble. They've been in business for over 100 years. They've been consistently profitable for over 5 decades. That's 50 years, brother.
Yeah.
So if you only stick with the absolute 100% best companies, there's only 350 of them that are consistently profitable year after year after year. Whatever you do, you can't really lose if you're going in with a good, solid plan.
Yeah, I just need a good solid plan and some good picks to start off with. When you're talking about consistently profitable, this must be one of them. Amazon. And maybe Meta. I'm definitely assuming Amazon is one of those very strong companies for the long term. Because everyone gets shit off there.
Well, hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh, no.
But Amazon has no dividends, which means they take all of their profits and put it back into the company. It's called a growth stock. So you buy it and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait to sell it at a profit.
Oh, okay.
There's a big difference between a growth stock and an income stock.
But Meta, though, is a dividend. I thought they were a growth company, but they do have dividends. What about that?
Meta?
Yeah, I thought they have dividends.
Okay,
right?
hold on. We're pulling it up right now. Okay, you ready? Meta has 2 years of dividends. First dividend was 50 cents. The second dividend was 52.5 cents. The third dividend, that cheap bastard wouldn't go higher. It's still 52.5 cents.
Oh, my.
So he didn't increase his profits this year. So the first dividend, 50 cents. Second dividend went up. Third year, didn't do anything. So no to Meta. I'm talking decades, dude. Decades.
And I
Dividend.
was in your live too. You absolutely hate SpaceX.
I didn't say.
The lowest of the low, you still think it's old.
I did not say I hate SpaceX. I said it has 7 weeks of history. 7 weeks. Why would you put your money into something that's only 7 weeks old? You have no idea what's going to go on with it.
Yeah. I
What?
mean, I got time though, you know. I feel
Oh,
like
I
that's
know
one of my
you do.
biggest advantages.
I know you do. It'd be a great idea for you to buy SpaceX and just hold it for the next 30, 40 years. You honestly think I'm going to be here for 40 more years? Dude, I'll be 112 in 40 years. 30
Yeah,
years.
it's just tough, man. I'm 18, just deciding what to put my money in. It's tough, dude. Trying to find the best options out there. There's
I just gave you a great idea. You and your buddies all go together. Like 6 or 8 of your buddies all go together. Rent a house. 2 or 3 guys in every single room. No women. Stay away from women. They're just gonna suck the money out of you. And you just bust your ass. 2 or 3 jobs. Put 40, 60, 80 hours. You're 18, dude. You can put in 100 hours a week and still have no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm about to go to the Navy, so I'm gonna have no house payments, no food payments. Literally, I'm just gonna invest everything I make.
Okay. Make solid choices. Always good companies you don't mind holding long term. And just keep doing it over and over and over again. Buy a good company, sell an option. Buy a good company, sell an option. Every single week, you should get something from every position that you have.
So look for dividend companies.
It's not what I said. I said you're 18, you have a long way to go. You can make a whole bunch of mistakes. But find a strategy that works for you, that makes sense for you. Because your journey is totally different than mine. I'm at the end of my journey. You're at the beginning of yours.
What would you do, man, if you were my age?
I'd move in with my buddies. I'd buy a tent. I lived in a van for 9 months. Seriously, I lived in a van for 9 months. I worked at a restaurant. I worked morning shift, afternoon shift, and evening shift. I'd get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'd go to the gym. I'd work out, I'd shower, I shave, and then I went to work. And I ate at work. And I slept in the van at night. That's what I did. I did it twice. The first time was like 30 years ago, and then I did it 3 years ago.
Damn. Hey, so this is my main question now. Because I was on your line. You talked about VOO, QQQM, like, you know. So you're saying, because look, you said the profits change, you know. I feel like I should stick with, individual companies, you know, stuff that I know. Like companies I know, Amazon, you know, maybe Meta, Oracle, stuff like that, ServiceNow, maybe Palantir, like stuff that I can, you know, instead of just ETFs that have hundreds, you know.
Here's an idea. Why not take a look at the best ETFs? Okay, right here, take a look. ETF, VOO, all right? What we're going to look at is right here. The holdings. What does VOO even have? Because you asked about VOO. Well, VOO, again, it's only 15 years old. And again, the profits are not consistent. Look, 55, 52, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, higher, lower, 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 higher, lower, higher. It's not consistent at all. But if you go over to here to holdings, this is what it has. Okay? It has Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, AVGO, Broadcom, Alphabet, Micron, Meta, and Tesla. Well, all those companies are all no, 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 hell no. There's only about 2 or 3 of them are actually good. Apple's one, Microsoft's another, AVGO's another, and that's it. Tesla. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those companies are a no.
Yeah, it's just not worth it, to be honest, because they kind of think it as a safe play, but the risk to reward ratio, just for 10-15% a year.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Did you say 10 or 15% a year? No, dude. VOO, right here. Vanguard S&P 500. The yield is 1. Whoops. The yield is 1.07% yield. That means you're making 1% a year with your money in VOO. The numbers are right there. 1.0% for the year.
So my 10% of 15 was completely off.
Yeah, completely.
Damn, I thought I saw in like the Robinhood charts like each year like 10 to 15. Damn, I guess I was. Damn, I don't know.
Well,
yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
So take a look at the numbers. Don't be so eager to invest. The market's been around for 400 years. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Find good quality companies that make sense. Bunk with your buddies, ones that you're best friends with, the kids you went to school with, the guy you sit next to in 3rd grade. Say, hey, let's get a place, let's bust our ass, let's make a lot of money, let's all be rich in 10 years. Then get married.
Damn. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick with my strat. Like it was either do that, the BO and QQs, or just pick a bunch of good, strong individual companies that I know I'll be good long term if I just hold it and forget it and not have to worry.
All right,
I'm just better off,
I got a question for you.
What's up?
VOO, how long has it been around?
Long time, I'm sure, right?
15 years.
And same with the other companies.
Wait a minute. I wasn't done yet. Coca-Cola, how long has it been around?
Probably 30s of years, 40s.
140 years.
Oh my.
Do you know what? Wait a minute. Do you know what Coca-Cola was making in 1908?
Probably dollars.
No, it was making Coca-Cola. Do you know what Coca-Cola was making last year?
How much?
Coca-Cola. Do you know what Coca-Cola is going to be making next year?
Coca-Cola.
They've been doing it for 140 years. They've been consistently profitable for 5 decades. That's 50 years. They've consistently increased their profits every year for 5 decades. Okay, and you're looking at you're looking at VOO. They've been around for 15 years. Coca-Cola's been around for 140. There is a huge difference. Then you got Ford, over 100 years old. Harley Davidson, over 100 years old. General Motors, over 100 years old. Wells Fargo, over 100 years old. Bank of America, over 100 years old. I can go on and on and on. Why are you looking at companies that don't have historical performance of consistently being profitable?
I like that. I really do. I like the Coca-Cola and the Ford a lot.
Well,
like
what about Pepsi?
They keep going year to year.
Yeah.
It's not a bumpy ride. It's all, they can make the same stuff. It's been around for hundreds of years. I feel like, I like that a lot. I like that. I'm going to put those two in mind for sure. That 401k.
But here's the thing. Okay, I'm 62 years old. My goal is 1% per week. That's 50% a year. For you, that might not be enough.
50% a year. That's plenty, man. Yeah, I'm fine with that, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but can you commit to 5 to 10 minutes a day?
What do you mean commit to 5-10 minutes a day?
Do you have a dog?
Yeah.
Do you water and feed the dog, take it for a walk every day?
Yep.
Does your dog pay your bills?
Nope.
Okay, well, your money is going to pay your bills for the rest of your life. So you think you could give it 5 or 10 minutes a day?
Yep.
I rest my case.
Talking about those two companies, though, I completely forgot they even exist and how long it's been. Like, that's compared to the VOL, I feel like those two get the same return every year, and it's a way more strong business, been hundreds of years.
All right. All right, I'm going to get off the phone, but I'm going to leave you with one thing. You ready? You got a pen and paper handy?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me walk to my room.
Here's what comes off the bowl of strawberries when you drop this.
Help me a lot with knowledge about, because I'm new to this stuff.
Hey, I was new at one point in time, too.
All right, yeah, I'm ready.
Dividend kings.
What'd you say?
Dividend king. Dividend aristocrat.
What did you say after dividend king?
Aristocrat.
How do you spell it?
IT.
IT?
I can't believe you fell for that one. How do you spell it? IT. How do you spell aristocrat? ARISTRIC.
ARI?
Buddy, it's not.
Sorry,
It's
lagging out.
STICRET. Aristocrat.
Got it.
Championed.
Got it.
Contenders.
Contenders?
Yep.
Got it.
Warren Buffett.
Got it.
Okay. Those 5 I just gave you. Dividend king, dividend aristocrat, dividend champion, dividend contenders, Warren Buffett's list. Go to Google and put in dividend king list 2026. Warren Buffett's list 2026. That will give you, those 5 lists will give you 350 companies that are consistently profitable year after year after year. That's a place you could start.
Yeah, I got it. I'm better off doing that for sure. I like that.
Alrighty?
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you giving me the time, helping me out. I really do appreciate it.
All right. Have yourself a great day.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.
And dive into the deep, fixing the world while the rest of us sleep. You guys have a great night. We'll do it all over again tomorrow. To know what the hell were you thinking? Your life as the yard keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise.
Forever, man. Look at my face, man. I'm sick.